Are you wondering what the must-have tools are to start your junk removal business? I'm Heath with Lake Champlain Sanitation, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about just that. Everything I'm going to show you today can be either bought used or new for right around $1,000 all in, and you'll be able to take on all sorts of junk removal jobs, from light demolition, fridge and appliance removal, right down to doing a full house clean out. We'll be able to show you how to do that with just a few simple tools in today's video. If you find value in this content, be sure to like and subscribe below. And an extra little nugget, if you're looking to scale your business more in 2026, specifically in any trades industry, we have a link for a jobber free trial also in the description. You guys can sign up with our code, get a free couple-week trial and a multi-month discount just by signing up below. The first piece of equipment you're going to want to pick up is a little bit of protection. Of course, in this industry, we're hauling trash. So gloves, and especially if you're doing any demo or insulation removal, a pair of cheap safety glasses is going to go a long way. I like to buy these basic work gloves. They're about $4 a pair. I typically buy them by the dozen, right around 50 bucks for a dozen of these, and they'll last my crew a couple of months. Next order of business is going to be some garbage bags. I recommend 55-gallon minimum from a size perspective. Depending on the thickness of your bags, these are going to range anywhere from $15 to $55, $60 per box based on thickness and quantity of bags. Now, there are some times when using your good old hands to fill those bags is going to be efficient. But what we like to do is always bring some sort of flat shovel. Here I've got a snow shovel, but we will keep a steel shovel also on our hook lift trucks, just in case you got to really scrape something off the floor. But this shovel goes a long way in saving your hands some work. Something like this, local store, 10, 20 bucks, you're good to go. When shoveling into a bag gets annoying, having one of these 30 to 55-gallon plastic totes is great for loose items as well. There's times when we're just chucking stuff in this without a bag, bringing it out to the dumpster and dumping it, makes the job way more efficient. I've found at least 20 of these in the last 2 years just from doing house cleanouts that I've got for free. These are relatively expensive. If you were to buy them at a store, $50 to $100 should get the job done, but you'd be amazed how many of these you're going to come across in your business. Next thing I'm going to go over is your heavy item moving equipment. This dolly right here is rated for 800 pounds. I picked these up at Harbor Freight, right around $90 a piece, brand new. We have come across dollies such as this over the years, used. It's got these straps on it right here, and this is actually a Penske branded dolly. It's kind of like a U-Haul truck. A lot of them, if you ever rented a truck, will come with these, but we actually purchased this used from a Penske dealer for $50. These are a little bit of an odd item. We don't use them very often. These are only rated for about 150 pounds a piece, but these are little wheels that you could stick under something if you had to roll it, say, out of a garage on a slab like this, and you didn't want to bring a dolly or you accidentally forgot a dolly. Keeping a couple of these in the truck, these are also like a cheap Harbor Freight item. We got these for free out of a clean out and started using them about a year ago. All right, we're now going to go through some hand tools that I've got laid out here. Let me know in the comments below, what tools are you using every day in your junk removal business to make your life easier? First, we're going to start super simple with a couple of screwdrivers. We like to bring a flathead and a Phillips to every single job site, just in case we have to take off a door, maybe take something small apart easily, and easy to fit in a tool bag. We keep a tool bag in each truck, so makes the job super simple, little tool like that. Second thing is going to be just your standard utility knife, just something to cut if you got a piece of rope or a box for some reason silly, if someone's got a bunch of stuff packed up. It just makes it easy to keep one of these in the truck. Next thing we're going to go over is just a simple tape measure. Where would you use this in junk removal, you might ask? If you have to go out to an estimate and you're going to measure a doorway, or if you're on a job site, if you go there, do the in-person estimate and start the job right away. I don't know how many times we've had to measure hallways, basement access, attic access. It's not very uncommon for someone to frame something in an older house after they've put a big piece of furniture or something in there. So having a tape measure on site goes a long ways. Simple little hammer. This can do a lot of things. If you got to break something apart, maybe you got to pound something in. We keep it in the truck just for I think any trades industry is going to keep a hammer around, but in junk removal specifically, really just being able to smash something or pound a pin out of something, this goes a long way. It's a lot smaller and more compact than a sledgehammer. We do keep a sledgehammer as well on some job sites, but your run-of-the-mill small removals that are not demolition typically don't require a sledgehammer. Socket set here. Just pick this up at Lowe's. You can probably get them at Harbor Freight, Lowe's, Ace Hardware, whatever you have in your area. But just a few simple sockets to take something apart. Again, all these hand tools, all this small stuff is going to fit in our little bags that we keep in the trucks. But we like to have these on site, not only if you got to do a little bit of tearing apart a treadmill, but you might be able to work on your dump trailer, or maybe have to fix something on your truck. So a little set like this doesn't get you very far, but it's better than nothing for how cheap it is. Everything on this table, by the way, that is not battery powered, you're gonna be able to pick all this up for $100 or less as a full lot. If you are into any scrap metal business and you cut cords off of things, you know these lineman pliers are a necessity to have. We keep them in every truck, for not only for that reason, but just if you got to trim something, they're very easy to cut small electrical cords off of something, or if you even just need a set of dikes to cut something small that's metal. We've used these in the past on barbed wire fence if you have just a couple little links to cut out of it, and they go a long way. 12 bucks at Harbor Freight will get you a set of those. Adjustable wrench kind of goes without saying. Not only could this help you on the side of the road, but it's also going to help you on the job site. If you got to take something apart that maybe that socket set doesn't fix or fit, you'd be able to adjust it down. We keep about this standard size in each truck. And a couple heavier duty pieces we're going to talk about. This is where you're going to get into probably the bulk of your expenses. This is going to make up easily $500 worth unless you buy this stuff used. A good drill, you can pick these up, you know, on Facebook Marketplace, or you can pick them up right at like a Milwaukee dealer. You don't have to get Milwaukee. Bauer from Harbor Freight also, if you're on a budget, it's going to work just fine for what you're using these tools for. Again, we're not contractors. We're just keeping this stuff around in case we need to take things apart that is too hard to do by hand. This little guy, for your light demos, it's a maul and sledgehammer. Found this for free. Probably won't ever buy one of these brand new. We come across these, the old houses up where we do our work. Almost every single one of them has some sort of this tool right here. And we don't use this every day. We use a Sawzall. We're going to get into that next a lot more. But it doesn't hurt to have some sort of sledge if you're into demolition. Speaking of the Sawzall here, and this video is not sponsored by Milwaukee. We just happen to have everything Milwaukee. This is just an M18 fuel Sawzall. This one Sawzall here has made me thousands and thousands of dollars. I've had this for probably 4 years now, and it's come in handy a lot of times. We keep a regular blade on this. I say regular, it's like a multi-purpose blade. If we have a job site where we're doing a little bit more metal cutting, we will purchase other blades for that. But I think I picked this up for a couple $100 for the tool, bought it with some batteries, and it was a good kit. It was on sale, like a Black Friday deal. And last thing we're going to talk about for today to keep that budget right around $1,000 is going to be just a regular 18-volt grinder. In junk removal, unless you're doing a lot of metal removal, you're probably not going to use a grinder very much, but we get into all sorts of removal. A little bit of MacGyver action goes on in the junk removal space, but all these things that I've showed you today is, you know, you can put basically all this stuff in your pickup truck. You don't need a fancy truck, and put all this stuff in your pickup truck and you're off to the races to do your first couple junk removal jobs. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, if you like this stuff, be sure to like and subscribe, and don't forget about that jobber link. That's going to give you our exact CRM, the same one that we've been using for years to scale our business. It's going to get you a free trial and a discount. It's worth a shot, so give it a try. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. We'll see you next time.